Hey guys, Angie B here again, and I do have a actual vlog for today, but I wanted to start with a bonus vlog. Isn't this exciting? And today's bonus vlog topic will be Shaun of the Dead! Because Fair and Bright, aka my lovely Megan, requested a vlog on Shaun of the Dead so that she could convince her aunt to watch the movie with her. And when someone as amazing as Megan asks for, you know, a special vlog like this, I gotta pull through, right? Okay, Shaun of the Dead. If you've never seen this movie, oh my god, go out, rent it, watch it, love it, memorize it, pimp it, okay? This movie is the bomb. It is the shit. It's pretty much one of my favorite zombie movies ever. In fact, it's in my top 5 zombie films of all time. Starring Simon Pegg the Peckster, the fresh peg of Bel-Air here as Shaun, the lovable slacker. Nick Frost as Ed, his best friend, who's a bit of a useless waste of space. And Kate Ashworth as his girlfriend Liz. And the supporting cast of this movie is fantastic. You've got Dylan Moran as the asshole David, Bill Nighy as stepdad Philip. You've got, oh my god, it's just Penelope Wilton as Barbara. The whole cast is amazing, okay? The creme de la creme of British comedy, really, is in this movie. You've even got special guest appearances by Jessica Stevenson Hines as Yvonne, and if you've never seen Spaced, which is how Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, Edgar Wright, and Jessica Stevenson Hines got their start, go search out Spaced, because that's an equally awesome show. Anyway, Shaun of the Dead, okay? It's a rom-com zom, or a romantic comedy with zombies. And I mean, with such a tagline, how can I resist? I mean, I saw Shaun of the Dead back in 2005, I believe, because I think this came out in 2004. Yes, 2005. I saw this in 2005. And it was one of the first zombie movies I ever saw in theaters. In fact, I think this was the first zombie film I ever saw in theaters. This was long before I even thought about doing a zombie thesis, okay? This was the year that I started college. That's how, like, long ago this was. But I saw a trailer for this before another movie, and I thought it just looked hilarious. And when I found out it was actually going to be released in Peoria, I made my pals Andrew Twaddle and Jason Lucas go see it with me. And even though they didn't enjoy it quite as much as I did, it was good times, man. We all loved it. And this thus started my lifelong love affair with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost and Edgar Wright, because really, they're the OT3 of my dreams, and I love them together, and I love everything they do together. I love their solo projects too, but when the three of them get together, it's like magic. I love Shaun of the Dead because it's a comedy, okay? And I like zombie films that are scary and, you know, have lots of gore and stuff. And there are scary, gory moments in Shaun of the Dead. But I really like zombies the most when they're funny, when they're goofy, when they're ridiculous, and when there's social commentary to be had, okay? And you get plenty of social commentary in Shaun of the Dead. It's really a commentary on the slacker effect and consumerism and how people just become so detached from each other in society. And I love this movie because the heroes are so everyday and ordinary and plain and average. I mean, Shaun and Ed, they're nothing special. They don't have any super special abilities. They're not, you know, experts with weapons. They just have their wit and their determination to survive and their cricket bats. So, I love Shaun because he's the sort of hero you can really relate to. You know, he's like all of us. He just wants to sit on his couch and, you know, go to the pub and watch TV and drink and eat pig snacks all the time. And then something horrible happens, something equally horrible and equally great. And he has to get off his couch and save the day and try to save the people he loves. I'm not going to spoil any of the movie for you, but it's very good, and it makes a lot of horror homages. There's references to John Landis, Evil Dead, American Werewolf in London. It's really good, okay? If you like horror movies at all, you'll love this movie because of all of the references and the in-jokes and the asides. It's hilarious. It's British. The music is great in it. I think the acting is quite stellar and fantastic. and it's just a really fun movie. Even if you're not that big of a fan of zombie films, this is the sort of movie that you'd enjoy, because it's just so good. It's so well done, and it's so funny, and there's action, and there's some horror in it, and I just love the characters. I mean, a lot of them are very useless, but they are quite lovable in their own way. Bill Nye is a Bamf in it as Philip. I mean, come on, Bill Nye is always a Bamf, but he's just absolutely fucking fantastic in this movie. I love how quotable this movie is. I've got the whole thing memorized, and I frequently quote it. Yarp, and that's from Hot Fuzz, actually. But one of my favorite memories with my mom is when I was trying to get out of the car once, and I couldn't because she had the child locks on. And I said, "Mom, have you got the child locks on?" And she said, "Safety first, Shaun." And it just cracked me up because my mom actually got the reference. She knew the joke. And that's very infrequently with me and my mom. So, Shaun of the Dead, a little bit of, mother-daughter bonding over Shaun of the Dead. If you've never seen Shaun of the Dead, check it out, because it's really funny, and it's really good, and it's in my top 5 zombie films of all time. And considering how much of a freak I am for zombie films, you know that means something, right? So, if you love Simon Pegg, if you thought he was the greatest Scotty in Star Trek, if you loved Hot Fuzz, if you've seen Spaced and you loved it, and you still haven't seen Shaun of the Dead, definitely check it out. It's the perfect sort of film if you've got a bunch of friends together and you just want to veg out on the couch and eat popcorn and drink beer and watch a movie, okay? That's my movie recommendation for the day. Megan, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I hope it's satisfied. And I hope everyone that hasn't seen this movie runs out and grabs a copy ASAP. Check you later.